Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Good evening, Monument, Colorado. We are live here at Big Bear, Central Denver, Colorado. Thank you for tuning in today. We are borrowing the Rampage 13.0 AAA YouTube video channel. While another one gets set up, YouTube has a 24-hour rule for live streaming, so we're just going to utilize some friendliness in hockey, borrow somebody else's real fast, and leverage their services to stream on today's game. Not in the best spot. Big Bear's just, nice and worn with the puck marks, and I think they have a spot up in the corner, but you can tell it's kind of packed. Got a lot of friends up there, so we're just going to video in the corner here, find some space where I'm on the away side, or excuse me, the home side, where the Rangers are going to shoot twice. Tonight we're playing against the Tier 1 Grandview Wolves. Tier 1, of course, means varsity. And we should have a good one. That 52 kid is massive. Probably a senior, 18 years old. It might be kind of hard to see down low, but it's the best we got, and I appreciate everybody's patience while we figure things out. So for those that may not know, high school in Colorado, you have your JV, you have your varsity. You can have freshmen on varsity. You can have up to juniors on JV. You can't stack your JV team with a bunch of seniors, as an example. And then you can have what we call swing players. So Jacob's oldest brother, Tyler, is a swing player this year for the fall season, CPHL season. So he can swing up and play with varsity or swing down and play with JV. And your high school has 3 seasons. You have your fall season that starts earlier this year along with your regular RMHF season. It ends sometime this month or the next, and then right afterwards goes into your winter season. That's your official season with CHASA. So it's your official high school season. And then that will go through till February or so, and then that jumps right into spring. And spring is kind of your, Wild West season. So we'll do our best here, try to get a good view. But you can see it's dirty. It's a little bit tight to see from far away, but I'll do my best to announce. I am solo today, so manning the camera, calling out names, and also talking. So should be fun. If I get lost or get stressed out, I'll just go quiet, reset, and you guys can listen to the atmosphere for a bit. All right. So announced earlier today from Coach Bradley. Let me pull up the lines real fast. Always subject to change. All right, looks like we got, we got Britton out there. Looks like we got Tucker out there in Saber. Our second line is going to be Sass with Gallagher and Bailey. Third line, Heskett with Tracy and Rowe. Fourth line, Bantow with Lou and Tipton. And we got our defensive pairings, Clark and Bradley, Suchek and Moore, Newell and Time. And our goalies are going to be James and Vaughn. Rangers come in, though. Shot deflected in front. We got Saber regrouping. Wolves regroups, tries to slip it up the boards. Loose puck still grabs, sliding in front. Shot just goes wide. Loose puck still bouncing around. Boys have it. Try to slip it down low to the goal line. Wolves regroup, chip it up the boards, and tries to get out. Oh, second effort does, though. Here comes the Wolves 2-on-2 into Ranger territory. Oh, bumped off the puck, goes into the corner. Hit back in return. Puck still loose, goes up in the high side circle. Rangers regroup, backhands it up through the top. Sabres over there. There's just slinging all the way around. Wolves regroup behind their own net, or in front of their own bench. Chips it up the boards. We got a new player off the bench. I think that's Sass, number 5. He's going to regroup in center ice. Loses it at the blue line. Gets bumped off. Grandview, though, comes into Ranger territory. Goes deep behind the net. Circles all the way around. They go low to high. High point shot. Big save. 15:43 into the game. Registered first shot by Grandview. 0-0. They're going to go and switch their defensive pairs. Boys are going to keep their existing group out there. Most likely it's Gallagher, Sass, and Bailey. Rangers regroup. They slip it up over to Sass. Sass tries to get it up. Gallagher tries to get up over. Shot from the point. Nice save. Gets it down over to Bailey. Bailey tries to slip it over to Gallagher. Wolves grab it, chip it up the boards. Rangers forced to regroup. Good F1 by Grandview. They actually beat the boys back. Leaves the puck behind the net, though. Puck still bouncing around. Chips it up the side boards. Kind of in that ref's area for those trying to keep track of the puck. A little hard to see. Puck, though, goes all the way back into Ranger territory. They're going to grab it, slip it up the board, side board, chip it up, and then here we go for a change. Fresh off the... Oh, no, excuse me. After a long shift, Bailey is actually there. He's going to hold it down. Heskett is now out there. The second number 14 on the team tries to go through the blue line and gets stood up. Wolves regroup, tries to chip it off the boards and hits the net instead. All right, so we have a change for the Wolves again. Rangers going to keep the same group out there. Heskett's going to stop it at center. And we got Tracy, and we should have also Eli Rowe. Puck went back. Tracy has it. He tries to slip it in front. Finds nobody. Puck chips it up the boards and goes out. Foot race, though, as boys try to regroup. Loose puck back in our own zone. Try to feed it up to a forward, and does. Here comes John Tracy through the neutral zone. Coming in, chips it deep. Boys now go for dump and chase. Tracy there almost forces a turnover. I think we have actually Lent out there instead of Eli. Unless, I don't even know. I'm doing my best here, folks. Wolves, though, regroup. Boys go for a change. Tyler comes off the bench. Here comes Wolves in. Tries to juke. Shot. Oh, kick save. Goalie goes 360. Trying to make something out of nothing. Nice little rebound save as well. Shot from the point. Wolves force it out, but puck chips it up and does go into their own zone. They're forced to regroup. Wolves grab it. Oh, nice little feed. Nice hard work by Merrick Tipton off the bench with Tyler Liu and Connor Bantow now out there. Defense, though, Trenton tries to slip it up. We're going to be offside, or icing just outside of Tyler's reach. Go for a full... Oh, same change, actually. No, same forwards? I don't know who's out there. Oh, Merrick. Merrick stayed out there for far a little too long. Boys switch off. First line's back up there. Boys slipping around the boards. Chips it up right in front of the Ranger bench. Comes over. Oh, here's some speed. You know who that is. Bailey tries to slip it in front over to Luke Bradley, who had stepped from a defender. Wolves regroup, though. They're coming into Ranger territory. Tries to slip it. Couldn't get past the back defense. Shot. Nice save by Jameson. Loose puck, though. High side boards. Do try to chip it. Finally does make it out. Here comes Saber. Colin Saber. Oh, tries to find in front. Puck slips off of his stick. Almost had an opportunity to score. Gets it over to Trenton. Trenton slides it up to the front. Covering is Britton. Trey Britton covering at the point. Shot in on the goalie, and we're going to have a face-off. All right, we got Sass's line out there. He's got Gallagher and Bailey with him. Puck drops, goes to our D. Shot, tipped, goes to the corner. Loose puck comes all the way around. Gallagher has it. He's going to try to chip it over to Bailey. Bailey tries to battle with it, drops it for Sass. Sass tries to get it to a defender. Gets stood up. Here comes the Wolves. They're now going to neutral zone. Tries to find a slasher. Meets a defender instead. Loose puck still bouncing around. Goes into the corner. But then finally slips all the way out. Goalie for Grandview's forced to play it. Turns it over right away, though. Oh. Loose puck bouncing around. Suchek had lost his edge. But puck chips back down. Wolves regroup. They cross over their own goalie's face. Makes an exit pass. Here come the Grandview Wolves as they go into Ranger territory on the high side. But nice job by Suchek to push the puck into the corner. Grandview still has it, though. They try to go skate up to the top, and then just shoots it back down for another chase. Loose puck behind the net. Rangers grab it, try to chip it up the boards. Puck still bouncing around. Grandview does have it. They take the center stage. Oh, puck off of a Grandview Wolves skate into neutral zone. Boys go for a try. They try to sneak in a quick change here as Grandview tries to get deep into the zone. Takes it all the way behind the net, leaves it all the way on the backhand side, goes on the high side D, chips it in the high side forward. Puck's still, Grandview still has it, though, maintains possession. They try to go through the middle lane pass, but it misses and comes all the way back into their own zone. Go behind their own net, though. He tries to find another exit. They're going to have to regroup. Puck over here on the high side boards. Tries to go through center ice. Gets tipped. Boys trying to get in, but that's a delayed offsides. Welcome to high school hockey, 15-0 and above, maybe. Delayed offsides. It was 16 and above. Anyways, Grandview, though, tries to slip it in front. Nice little defensive play by the Rangers. Here they come, tries to slip it up. That was just high of the center line, so that's going to be icing. Face-off all the way down to Jameson's right. His blocker side, 10:30 remaining in the first with a 0-0 tie. It's the first line back out there as Trey Britton wins the draw, gets it into the corner, slides it over, but here comes Colin Saber, gives it over to Jesus, what are these numbers? Tucker, sorry, 16. Yeah, I'm seeing 49. He's wearing 49 in CPHL. He's 16 during the regular season. Tucker with a nice forecheck, try to force a turnover. Puck, though, slips to the front. Defense is forced to bail. Wolves grab it, tries to chip it, but that's going to be icing as well. We're going to switch out our forwards here. We got Tyler going out there with Connor Bantow and Tipton Merrick as his wing. Connor steps in. I think we have Luke and Clark step back on D. Grandview goes behind their net, tries to find some space, goes up center, goes through Broad Street, up through the front, but gets just too far for their forward. Luke grabs it. Nice little double back move, creates space for himself, slides it up to a forward, kind of gets lost in the dust. Boys finally do get it up, though. Ref's going to let that one go. No icing. 9:30 now remaining in the first as Grandview goes D to D behind their own net, chips it up the boards. Doesn't come out, though. Merrick has it. He's going to stick check, force the pass, come all the way around. Oh, nice job by Clark. He's going to step and force that puck inside. Tyler's there now grabbing at it. Tries to slide it. Loose puck comes out. Shot on Connor Bantow. Nice save by the Grandview goalie. Some offensive pressure there from the boys to keep that puck deep in offensive zone. 9:07 remaining in the first. 0-0 tie as Sass's line comes back out with Bailey and Gallagher. Sass wins the draw, but nice job by Grandview to cut in the middle lane and steal the puck into Ranger territory now on the high side board. Forced again alongside, tries to slip it in front, finds nobody but a bunch of skates. Loose puck, though, still battling in the corner. Boys do finally grab it, slips it up, and does get out. Grandview's forced to regroup. Into their own zone now that their captain has it. Goes behind their own net to the other D, but here comes Rangers. Oh, man. Bailey steps. He still has it. Walks the blue. Goalie tries to do something cute, but he's just going to cover it up just in case. Fast change. First line is back out. Trey Britton with Tucker and Colin Saber. I get Saber and Bailey mixed up a lot, so apologize if I get those mixed up. Boys won it. Shot by Colin goes up and over. Boys continue on the pressure as Grandview tries to get it out. This ref is got some nice stitching on his uniform here. But shot from the point by I don't know who, but Granville does finally grab it. Loose puck, though. Or, no, not loose puck. 8:13 now remaining in the first. We have same first line out there. Boys win the draw. Shot blocked in front. Loose puck still around. Boys get it deep. Goalie's forced to play it. Grandview has it into the corner. Tries to get around Tucker, but can't. Forced to give it to his D partner. Again, now here comes more pressure from Trey Britton, still in the back. He's trying to cut it over. Loose puck in front. Oh, danger play. Grandview's goalie, though, is able to jump on it, but nice job with the forecheck to create a turnover. 7:49 in the first. We got, I think, Heskett's line now out there with Lent and Tracy. Lent creates the turnover. Heskett's here battling in your living room. Lent, though, steps up as well. Tracy kind of wants to join in as puck gets chipped in by Grandview. Goes deep behind the goalie. Puck goes all the way around. Grandview tries to slide it back towards the center lane again, but boys are there battling in the corner. There it goes. Rangers grab it. They slip it behind the boards. Tries to find the high side forward, but Grandview keeps it in. Loose puck slips in front. Danger play, but boys were able to box out and shoot the puck all the way down for an ice. Teams are going to change a fresh 5 here for both groups. Nope, just kidding. Just for Rangers going to switch 5, and I think the Wolves are going to switch their offense only. I do see Trenton Clark out there, so Luke Bradley's all the way out there with them as well. Shot saved by Jamison off the faceoff. Grandview gets a great opportunity on the high side circle, and that gets saved. Boys win the draw in front of our own goalie. Grabs the loose puck and skates it out. Dumps it into the corner, though, as it comes all the way around. Gallagher and they're battling. Nice job. The Rangers steps, chips in front, shot, point blank. Big save. Opportunity still advantage Rangers, though. They still maintain possession. Behind the net, tries to slide it in front. Nice defensive play by Grandview to keep it out. They maintain possession, tries to slip it up the boards. Rangers do finally grab it. Nice job move, but as the boys step it into the corner, absorbs a hit, tries to get it deep. Grandview does grab it, tries to flip it out, but puck maintains. Trenton Clark chips it back deep. Here goes F1 straight in here. Sass grabs it, tries to slip it out front, goes all the way up to the high D instead. Shot just a bit outside. Puck still bouncing into the corner. Boys are trying to force the bail, but fresh bodies off the bench. Tries to create turnover. I see Tyler out there. He's on his butt, but here comes a turnover. Goes Trent Clark fighting off some kid with a puck on his stick. Slide it in front. Oh, nobody's there. Loose puck still battling around, though. Goes Tyler. He's going to double back. He's going to get get pushed. Puck goes up to the high slot and out. Trenton Clark's going to regroup on defense, though. Here comes Clark coming through the neutral zone. Dangles on his backhand, forehand. He's forced to back up. Still maintains possession. He's going to drop it over to Tyler. Tyler has it. Tries to find somebody in the middle. Hits a Grandview Wolves kid in the stick. Puck goes into the neutral zone, though. Nice job by Tipton Merrick to force the turnover. Luke Bradley maintains possession and goes behind his own goalie. Out from the other side, he's got some space. He's going to go up the high side hallway. Grandview is going to grab the loose puck and tries to find a slicing forward through the middle. He gets put on his butt. They try to go into their zone, and they're all going to be offsides. 5:02 remaining. As score is still 0-0. First line back out there. Stray Britton's group maintains possession of the puck after the faceoff. Loose puck, though. Oh, there you go. Colin Saber grabs it. He's going to say, come with me, boy. Slides it in full. Chip just wide by Tucker. Loose puck still around. Battling in the corner. Slides up the high side board. Turnover in the middle. Tucker grabs it. Tries to move it to his backhand. Gets bumped off of it. Grandview regroups. Tries to find a slasher. That kid's offsides. Forced to double back. Grandview goes through a neutral zone. They go down the low side hallway now. Gets met by Tucker. Oh, Tucker's going to get called for the trip. With 4:24 remaining in the first, Grandview's going to go on their first power play. Trying to take advantage of a trip by Tucker. I see time out there on defense, or excuse me, Suchek's out there probably with more. See, Grandview wins the draw, shot from the point, attempted tip in front, but Jameson gets that save. Boys still grab it though, or no, excuse me, Grandview takes the inside lane, tries to take a shot. Oh, first save, rebound wide open, shot goes wide. Grandview tries to keep it at the top of the key. Saber, they're peppering, creating a turnover, forcing the Wolves to regroup. Comes there forward in the neutral zone as they come into Ranger territory, takes the high side hallway. Pivots, tries to slide it in front, off a bunch of bodies into the corner. Tries to slide it again in front. Finds nobody but a player in black and orange. Here comes the Rangers coming in, though, into offensive territory. Sass gets pushed down as Grandview used some authority to maintain possession. Grandview, though, comes in through the high side, and they're just going to flip it in. 3:30 now remaining in the first period. I don't know what's remaining in the power play. The scoreboard's kind of off to my left that I can't really see. All you got to know is Luke Bradley's out there, though. He's maintaining. He's going to kill some time behind his own net. Tries to make a home run pass and does. Oh, Bailey, though, misses on it. Pays the price as Grandview was back checking. A great opportunity for the Rangers. The Wolves try to make their own. Nice save by Jamison. Deflects it up into the net. 2:56 now. We're going to have a full 10-player change on both sides. See, I think it's the first line back out there, though, with Saber, Britton, and Tucker. And we got Clark and Bradley, back on defense. Bradley grabs it, slings it all the way around, does get it out. Puck still high side as Grandview goes D to D in their own neutral zone. Tries to slide it through the middle. Finds nobody, but it goes into the corner. Rangers grab it. Chips it up the boards. Tries to get it out and does with second level effort. Here comes Trey Britton, though, with a strong forecheck. He's right on the kid, trying to force him to make a mistake. Grandview does grab it, though. Goes into the neutral zone. Tries to slide it through, but it's not going to get by Colin Saber, trying to create a turnover with one hand. Thank you, goalie, signifying that the penalty kill is almost over. Boys chip it deep and go for a change. Tucker is out of the box. 5-on-5 hockey resumes with 2:09 remaining in the first. Puck goes through the neutral zone, though. Back to Trenton Clark. He's going to find, nice job, finding Lent, who tries to find a cross-ice pass. Loose puck still bouncing around. Boys dump it deep. Tracy now in pursuit all the way around the corner. Boys try to stay on the high side, but let Grandview just get that puck. Rule number 1 in the offensive zone, stay on the defensive side. That way they're always coming at you. Grandview goes cross ice and then chip in after crossing the center ice. Trenton's out back there, tries to slip it up the boards and does find eyes and gets out. Oh, look at this puck on edge, does not go behind the goal line for an ice. Grandview plays it up the boards and it's an instant turnover back to the Rangers. Rangers, though, try to find a deep chip. Lent's going to further along, beat his guy into the corner. Tries to slide it in front. Nobody's there. Or just finds a bunch of Grandview Wolves instead. Another backdoor pass. Finds another Grandview Wolf. They go through neutral zone now with a lot of speed into Ranger territory. They try to go cross with nobody there as well. 50 seconds left as Tracy makes the steal. Nice back check from Grandview. Holds Tracy up. Grandview, though, still with a lot of speed coming through neutral zone. Gets by Tyler coming into their offensive territory. Boys force a turnover. 30 seconds now remaining. We got Tipton coming off the bench. Gets the turnover right away. Loose puck in front. Boys are trying to grab an opportunity here. Grandview's going to chip it deep out of desperation, but becomes a shot on net. Now 15 seconds now remaining in the first. Boys try to find another cross-ice pass. Couldn't find anybody just yet. Loose puck. Grandview grabs it. Less than 10 seconds remaining. They're just going to chip it deep. 5 seconds going behind their own net, or behind the Rangers net. They go low to high side D. They can't keep it in as that's the buzzer. End of the first. Boys are tied 0-0. All right, ref blows the whistle as the Wolves are banging on the boards. Got the first line out there with Britton, Saber, and Tucker. And you got Clark and Bradley as well. Puck bouncing around the neutral zone. Tucker's going to grab in the the low side board. Excuse me, the left side boards. Puck slings all the way around. Battle up from the high side. Nice job of the boys to try to maintain possession and get it back deep. Grandview, though, tries on the low, right around the goal line. They lose it, dodges a check, regains possession, but there's the second Ranger. Boys grab it, tries to chip it in front, and that's going to be a penalty. I think it's on Luke Bradley for the check in the corner, maybe for roughing. Yeah, it's going to be roughing on the Rangers, 16-26. Faceoff comes all the way down into defensive territory. Boys win the draw, sends it all the way around the boards, tries to get it up and out, and they do. No icing during a penalty kill at this level. Puck goes all the way behind their Grandview's own net. They find they're exiting forward, tries to go through neutral zone, maintains the loose puck, again tries to go through Suchek, goes low, loose puck still around. Wolves cycle D to D high. Oh, tries to find a cross-ice pass. Nice defensive play there by Suchek. Suchek with another nice little stick check, maintains possession, tries to find the exit and does. Colin Saber, tries to get it over to Trey Britton. Boys are offsides. I think Colin crossed the line and then passed it back over to Trey, trying to find the open man, but he was on the wrong side of the blue. The inevitable offsides occurs. All right, we've got Sass's line out there, though. He's got Bailey with him, and we got Trenton Clark and number 23 on defense. I'm not good at this. See, puck now on the high side, or low side, or right side boards. Let's just do that. Boys intercept. Sass tries to take the inside lane. Puck's still around. We're going to get called for that. That's weird. It looked like the kid just fell down on his own. Ice monster, but regardless, Rangers now find themselves down 2 players. 5-on-3 penalty kill. 15-19 in the second. Ref slashes his own knee, saying tripping. We got Trey Britton out there, though, with Trenton Clark. And we got Moore as well on defense. Wolves maintain possession as Moore dumps a kid in front. Shot right into the belly, loose puck. Boys were able to chip it out. Nice job by Moore, asserting his presence. Grandview's forced to play it behind their own net. Scissor behind their own blue into the neutral zone, coming through on the inside boards, and that's going to be offsides. Just a little too early. Same 3 is still out there. Nope, just kidding. He comes off the boards. Merrick's going to come out for 42. He's going to take the center line. Oh, no, we're going to switch it all. We got Colin Saber with Merrick and Gallagher as well. Saber's playing defense. Oh, no, Tucker at center, excuse me. Man, Tucker wins the draw, though. Gets it over to Gallagher, who's going to chip it deep. Wolves goalie dumps it behind his own net as they regroup in their defensive zone. 5-on-3 still pursuing as the Wolves come in. They have to hold off just because they missed the puck. Coming in through the neutral zone, though, Colin Saber's going to step, tries to create a turnover. Here we go. Nice job, Tucker. Tries to get it out the blue and does. Here comes Grandview into Ranger territory. Tries to slip around everybody. Heel save in the corner. Does finally grab it. That's the end of the first penalty. 5-on-4 power play still left. for the Grandview Wolves. Nice job by the Rangers to keep that score 0-0. Ref's going to double check on our goalie, and he says, I'm good, boys. Let's keep playing. Got Trey Britton out there now with Saber. And most likely, Luke Bradley and more. Tries to get it out. Nice move by Saber with a transitional skate to intercept the puck and dump it deep. Continuing on with the penalty kill as Grandview again tries to recycle behind their own net. Does a cross-ice pass to their blue line. Tries to find a streaking forward at the other blue and does. But that's as far as it goes for now as the Rangers regroup and Moore just chips it all the way back down, forcing Grandview to regroup. Grandview can't get it out, though, as Rangers tries to... second level, with the help of the goalie, does. Boys are forced to regroup in the neutral zone, still killing a penalty. Saber's just going to grab it and chip it deep again. Grandview looks on as Trey Britton hovers over him. Forces the pass into the corner. Grandview's just killing a lot of time. A lot of these cross-ice passes aren't really hitting anybody just yet. Off of a Ranger, Luke Bradley now behind the net is going to drop it over to Moore on his backhand. Slip it up through the center neutral zone. Finds nobody. Nice hustle by Tracy, though. He's going to be the first one there. He gets bumped down, goes into the corner and into the boards. Grandview regroups. They come through their neutral zone now. Gets peppered by a lot of orange and black. A couple of shoulders as the puck goes back through neutral zone. Nice F1. Tries to create a turnover. As puck maintained by Grandview, now coming into Ranger territory. Easy save, chipped into the corner. The Wolves try to regroup. Tries to slide it around, but it's stolen. Here goes William Lent. The high side corner, takes the inside lane. Tries to slip it, but just gets it deep instead. He finishes his check as the boys go for complete some of the change. And that's a whistle. As, they're going to be called for too many men. Coach can't believe it, though. As I thought that was clean. I thought the fifth forward was able to get off in time as the puck goes over into that corner. But ref says no. Tyler's going to serve this one for the boys. Too many men on the ice. Defensive face-off now. Ooh. We're going to switch up our defense. Oh, no. We're going to keep our defense out there. Got Suchek and Moore with the first line with Britton and Colin Saber. Moore chips up the boards over to Britton. Britton tries to get it out, but gets his pocket picked. Harmlessly goes wide. Nice job by Suchek. Try to chip it to himself. Wolves maintain hard, strong move to the center. Puck goes through the center crease to nobody. Boys do finally chip it up and out. Grandview regroups, holds it behind their own net. Feels like we've been on the penalty kill for eternity this period, but that's what happens, though, when you stop moving your feet, right? All right, Grandview, though, they come into Ranger territory. Nice poke by Suchek. He's going to regroup. Tries to get up over to Trey Britton. Trey Britton tries to get it out, but can't. There you go. Suchek with a second-level effort does. 11:25 now remaining in the second period as Grandview forced to regroup behind their goalie. Nice long pass up to the blue line. They're just going to dump it deep in step. Puck's still bouncing around, though. Sass off the bench, tries to get it out, but can't. Here goes Luke Bradley. He sees an opportunity. Oh, nice little move as he takes center lane inside onto his backhand. He loses it. Puck goes behind the net. Grandview regroups behind the net. Here they come. Cross-ice pass. Finds the high side blue. Nice back check, though, by the boys. Forces the turnover and chips it deep. No ice again. With 10:45 now remaining in the period. Grandview swings it all the way around. Forced to go through a center lane. Nice job with the forechecking, creating the turnover. Opportunity by Sass. Shot. Saved by Grandview. Puck still bouncing around. Boys regroup, though. They're on the high side blue line. Luke Bradley, though, does a mohawk, sidesteps, goes low side, hallway now. Takes a cross-ice pass, doesn't find anybody. Boys keep it in the zone. Oh, second level up by Grandview. Finally does get it out. Here comes the Wolves now into Ranger territory. Easy puck, chipped over to the side. Second level effort finally does get it out. As we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, I think. Yeah, 5-on-5 hockey. Grandview drops it for a second forward behind the net. Tries to slip it in front. Nice stick. Jamison, nice job. Tip boys continue to feather it up and does finally get it out. Here comes Gallagher. Across the center, he's going to chip it deep with 9:30 remaining in the second. Tries to be first one there. John Tracy coming off the bench now. They try to do a home run pass, but only is going to find Trenton Clark. He's going to try to find somebody as well. Hits off of John's stick. Boys go left to right as Bailey now comes in. Oh, excuse me. Not Bailey. That was Connor Saber. High side, the blue shot just goes wide by Trenton Clark. Puck still bouncing around. Wolves do finally grab it. They're going to dump it deep for an icing. And I can try to zoom in, but I feel like I'm going to hit the scratches. And then after I hit the scratches, it's going to be buffering in and out and all this stuff. So, all right, change of goalie here now, though. We have Vaughn in the game. Shutdown Vaughn comes in at 8:52 in the second. Boys battle in the high side corner after the faceoff. Grandview regroups the puck. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to see. Oh, there we go. Bunch of ants on the screen, I'm sure. Boys, though, they take it behind the Grandview goalie. Shot from the goal line goes wide. Rangers are forced to step. Finally does maintain possession. Loses it to Grandview. Gives it back to the Rangers. Shot opportunity just goes wide. Grandview's going to change their forwards here. Rangers going to maintain the same group. What group is that? I think it's the SAS group with Gallagher. With Gallagher and Bailey. Grandview, though, maintains possession. We have Suchek and Moore back on defense. They're forced to back up, though, as here comes Grandview into center ice. Nice job back checking. Sass grabs it, does get it out. Gives it over to Gallagher. Gallagher at the blue line tries to find crossing Moore, who had stepped. Puck goes all the way on the high side. Does finally get it out. Danger play. Nice job holding the man up at along the boards, though, but forces turnover as Grandview regroups it again. Grandview tries to come through neutral side. Boys kind of hit a couple players. It's offsides right now, though, as Tucker off the bench gets the puck over to Britton off of his stick. Finds a Grandview player, though. Grandview goes behind their own net. Pauses, double backs the other side. Still holding it. They go D to D on the high side board. Turns it over instead. Here goes Tucker with the opportunity in front. A flying stick comes out of nowhere. That's weird. All right, Bradley, though, grabs it, slings it up to his high side forward. Double backs at the blue, drops it for Bradley. Bradley steps in. Shot. Saved by the goalie. Goes behind the net. Delayed penalty still there. And finally, with the touch, I think Rangers are going to go on their first power play of the game. I think it was like a thrown stick or something, maybe. Ref's talking to number 52, the giant kid out there, as he's going to sit for a bit. Still got the first line out there on offense, though. Defense, we have Mr. Luke Bradley and Trenton Clark. Boys win the draw. Go high side D to Trenton. Trenton has it. He's going to go side to side. I'm going to try to do this. Nope, that's not working. Jesus. Yeah. Well, goalie grabs the loose puck. This is terrible. And you're just going to have to trust me at this point. 6:53 remaining in the second. 0-0 game. Same 10 out there. Oh, nice try by Trey Britton trying to use that sweep model to win the draw. Loose puck found by Grandview as they come into their offensive zone. Double backs covered by players, who gets it deep. Grandview tries to slip it in front, but just going to find Trenton Clark instead. Trenton's going to find a high side pass over to Tucker. Drops it for, I don't know who, but boys, though, forced to regroup. First back is Colin Saber. He's going to give it over to Trenton. Loose puck finds Luke Bradley instead. He's going to take the inside. Lots of crossovers as he drops it over to Trey Britton. Shot. Bodies in front. Loose rebound. Grandview's just going to grab it and shoot it right on net. Drops it over to Colin Saber. Here goes Saber. He's got some speed. Nice move. Takes the inside lane. Enters into the zone. Holds up at the blue. Does a cross-ice pass. Shot by Moore. Goes wide. Trenton steps. Regains possession. Goes back on the high side. He goes low side shot from the point again. Hits a bunch of bodies in front. Loose puck, though, turned over or grabbed by Grandview. Here comes, as they come into their zone as well. Nice presence by Moore to force him wide and behind the net. Still with possession, Sass with a nice follow-through to complete the turnover over to Trenton as he grabs it, chips it up to his teammate Whitting at the blue, tries to slide it back over to him, turns it over instead. Nice effort by the Wolves to keep it in. Moore regroups it beyond his own net, slips it in front, tries to find Sass. Loose puck still bouncing around. Nice job by Trenton Clark. He's going to step with one hand, comes in center ice. Shot hits the goalie with 5:54. Puck into the corner. Top point, Trenton with another shot. Hits another bodies right in front. Puck comes to our zone. Boys grab it, slips it up. Colin Saber tries to push it along. Or no, Jackson Heskett, tries to push it along. Lent off the bench, touches it, and that was a whistle. I think just an offsides in that case. Scott's gonna change up the defense here as the same line is out there. Tracy has it shot. Saved by the goalie. Tracy gets hit into the corner. Takes exception to that, and that's going to get called retaliation. And it's going to be a cross-check on John Tracy for the retaliatory push. He got bumped in the corner, got up, and little two-handed cross to the kid's kind of shoulder. Oh, we're saying it's a head contact? Oh, no, they called both of them. Okay. Well, 5-on-5 hockey resumes as both boys are being sent to the box. Grandview's player was a little bit frustrated about that, but, I mean, we'll take it. Ref's blowing the whistle saying, what's going on here? Talking. Oh, probably some extracurricular chatter. Puck is going to remain in Rangers offensive territory. 5-on-5 hockey resumes. Tyler comes off the bench as we have nice job, win by Heskett. Puck goes into the corner. Rangers try to slip it in the front, but Grandview does grab it. They try to find their home run pass. 2-on-1 into the zone. Dancing puck dangerously in front. Puck bouncing around. Chase Bond's going to say, let's take a break, folks. As the nets come off the pegs, ref's going to reset. A bunch of kids just chit-chatting in front. A little couple of side hugs. I think we're all good. A bunch of smiles here. Fun game of hockey from all the boys in white and blue and black and orange. This entire time, Eli Rowe is now out there, number 21. Puck, though, slips it up to the front. Here goes the Rangers. Tyler tries to further it along. Rowe grabs it, tries to chip it. Tyler now tries to force the turnover at the blue line. Forced to re-grab it. He's going to double back, gives it over to his D. Boys are going to go left to right, eat a hit and dump it deep. And nope, no icing there. As I can't even see really at this point. The puck still maintained by the Wolves as they're now coming through center ice. Can't get through the Rangers, though. Just going to force to just dump it deep. Eli's going to chip it up to the boards over to Luke Bradley. Bradley's going to survey the field, do a cross-ice bounce pass, finds Lent to the breakaway. Shot! Hey! Goal. I think that was 14 or 15. Nice cross-board pass by Luke Bradley. Number 15, William Lent with the goal. Insane pass by Bradley. Going cross ice off the boards. Finds the streaking forward with a breakaway. Puck's maintained by Grandview as they go back to their D and slips it all the way around. 3:08 now remaining in the second, with the Rangers taking a 1-0 lead. Puck comes all the way back into defensive territory, as we slip up front. Here goes Bailey. Bailey has it. He's going to go behind the net. It loses an edge. Puck's still behind the net, always battling for it. Grandview does come away with it. They do chip it out, but nice job by Bradley. He's going to step and shove over a kid. So the puck bounces around. Doesn't have a home just yet. Got Tipton Merrick, though, playing at the blue line. Can't get it out. Here comes the Wolves. Nice job by Clark. He's going to force a turnover and eat a hit. Grandview, though, regains the loose puck. Left side boards now behind the net. Got Moore behind on defense, battling, using his shoulder and his body to force the turnover and slides it all the way back over to waiting Tucker. Tipton, Tipton, who's a junior, tries to slip it up. Oh, man. Intercepted by Grandview. He takes a beeline in center. Low side circle. Takes a shot. Beats Jameson. Glove side high. No post, all net, but does find a little bit of space. Game is now tied 1-1 with 1:54 remaining in the second. Moore maintains possession after the face-off. Tucker, though, is now out there. He's going to further it along and chip it deep. Collins going to apply some pressure as Grandview tries to sling it all the way around. Does come out. No ice, though. The Rangers grab it. They go coast to coast. Tucker dodges a hit. We do find the open man. Here goes Colin Saber. Another goal. Colin Saber with another breakaway opportunity. 1:23. Cheers from the bench. Rangers take a 2-1 lead. Another nice pass. Finding tape-to-tape pass. Finding Colin Saber with his speed streaking through the center lane. And then finds the back of the net. After the face-off, though, Grandview maintains possession. They sling it all the way around. Finds nobody, but keeps on going into the corner. That's going to be nice. We got Eli Rowe out there now. And I think this line is Bailey's line. So we got Sass, Gallagher, and Bailey. Eli Rowe is playing defense with, I think, time. Time or Newell? I'm sorry, number 23. I apologize. I'm not good enough yet. Oh wait, he's number 19. Newell. Okay, cool. So their helmets show their winter season number, and sometimes their fall numbers are different. So I'm struggling. So 23 is Newell. Same 5 out there. Sass is going to step in. Puck finds Gallagher. Gallagher goes high. Shot from the point. Blocked. Here comes Grandview now with an opportunity. Oh, shot just up and over into the stands for a souvenir. Oh, man. Time 38 seconds now. Opportunity. A couple of four-letter alphabet words from frustration, but good job by Chase Vaughn to sprawl, and the shot just goes up and over his pad and keeps rising into the sky. First line now out there on offense and defense. Grandview maintains possession with 32 seconds remaining. They're on the high side board. Trenton looks on, tries to force the turnover. Grandview takes the inside lane. Puck still around. Lots of stick takes by the boys, and the puck finally makes its way back into the neutral zone. Feels like we're playing prevent defense here, though, with 15 seconds now remaining. Trenton goes for the bump. Boys maintain possession. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Oh, dirty play. This puck bounces around. Forces Sabre to play some smart defense now. Less than 1 second remaining. And that's the end of the second. Rangers find themselves in a 2-1 lead against the Grandview Wolves. We're here at Big Bear. Oh, well, some extracurricular going on right now. Refs are stepping in saying, hey, boys, let's keep it cordial. Do have a lot of momentum going on here. Oh, actually, you know what? We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break because high school, 16 and plus, we're going to do an ice cut here. We'll be back in like 20 minutes. So you guys all hang tight and go call your moms and tell them that you love them.